Who wants to start us off? Which one do you want to talk about here? Can you hit the lights, kid? Which one, Victor? Number 9. Number 9. Let's try out number 9. So on number 9, what did you do first, Victor?
Like, I got the 3 first thing and
Where'd you put it?
yes.
Yep. Now what?
Then I made that equal to 4.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, I made it wrong.
Okay, so you bring the 3 up. What next? Yeah.
5 to log base 2 to 2 and 5.
Nah. No, that's making it harder. That's making it harder, yeah.
Can you combine the logs?
You can combine the log, sure. Log base 2 of
X.
4 times x minus 1. Like that?
Yeah. And
Now what?
Change it to exponential.
Yeah, so 2 to the 5th is equal to 4 times x minus 1 cubed. Sure.
And then
What's 2 to the 5th?
2 to the 5th divided by 4 is 2 to the 5th.
What is 2 to the 5th? 32. 2 times 2 is 4. 8, 16, 32. Divided by 4, what do you get? 8 equals x minus 1 cubed. I don't like the cube, so I cube root both sides, and I end up with 2 is equal to minus 1. So what does x equal? Absolutely. Can someone tell me, just by looking at the original question, what's one thing you can notice that'll help you out a great deal?
Because they are at the same base.
They are the same base, so that's helpful. Can someone just tell me log base 2 of 4, what is that? That is 2. So this immediately becomes log base 2 of x minus 3 cubed equals 3. 2 to the 3rd is equal to x minus 1 cubed. You could, if you wanted to, there's a lot of things you can do differently here, but the first thing we did, the first thing to make this more simple, keep the 3 out front. If you kept the 3 out front right here, you go to that, right? Log base 2 of x minus 1 is equal to what? 1. So 2 to the 1st is equal to x minus 1, so x is equal to 3. Are there simpler ways? Oh yeah, sure. If you had done it this way first right here, I would have been totally happy with you. That's completely correct. Are there multiple methods? Generally, always. Yes.
Yeah.
There's always multiple methods. You can always make it harder if you want. If you really want to. Okay, so that's a nice one. Any other ones? 11. Okay. What's nice about 11?
There is an invisible.
Yeah, but what's again? It's the same thing. It's nice about all these beginning ones. What is it? Log base 10 is not what's nice about it. That's kind of nice, but what's specifically nice? Same base. You have the same base in all the logarithms. So what can you do immediately here? Combine, because the coefficient is 1. Log of x times x plus 15 is equal to... Okay, so that's in log form. Can someone raise their hand? I will then call on you, and you can tell me what the exponential form is. Allie.
10 squared equals x times x plus 15.
Yes. So 100 is equal to x squared plus 15x. So 0 equals x squared plus 15x minus... Can someone tell me what that factors into?
X plus
20. X.
times x minus 1.
Yep. So x is equal to negative 20 or... Are you done? You're not, because you have to still do what? Check your answers. One of those you cannot use. Which one? Can't use negative 20, so what's the only answer? 5.
What is the...
Can't plug in negative 20 to log x. It's not defined. Can you plug in 5? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Or,
Yep. Can't plug in a negative number into there.
yeah, but how you... In this progress, how you get the wrong answer?
Where does the wrong answer come in? I can't explain that. I don't know. Do you understand what we're doing right here, though? Do you understand why it doesn't work?
I don't know.
Got it. Good. Okay. 18. 18. Oh, you just don't like the fractions, do you? Don't you, huh? You don't like fractions? Not really? So can someone tell me what they did first? What did you do first? Someone tell me what you did first. Guys, you really only have like 5 rules for log, so pick one. Yeah, what'd you do with 1/2? The front, sure. 1/3 of 1 minus 2x is equal to -1. So what does that? What can you multiply by now? 2. Log base 1/3 times 1 minus 2x is equal to. Sure. Now what?
Do your
Convert to.
exponential.
Yeah. So now you have 1/3 to the -2 is equal to that. 1/3 to the -2 is equal to 1 minus 2x. Can someone tell me what 1/3 to the -2 is? 1 over 1/3 squared. Do not use your calculators. Do not use your calculators. Do not use your calculators. What's 1/3 squared?
9.
What's 1 divided by 1/9? 9 is equal to 1 minus 2x. So 2x is equal to -8. So x is equal to. Check your answer. Can you plug in -4? Yeah, you sure can, because when you plug in -4, what do you get right there? What's 1 minus 2 times -4? 1 minus 2 times -4.
-9.
9. Congratulations. It just took pre-calculus students 7 guesses to get this correct. Let's go, kids. I'm not going to ask you hard questions all the time. Sometimes it's just really straightforward, okay? 1 plus 8 is? 9. 9 times. Isn't it the same number in German, too? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but how do you say 9? 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8. Haha, she's laughing. That's good. Okay. We'll do one more. One more. What? 25. Do we have a vote for 25?
Yeah.
Ah, 25. 25, 25. Can someone tell me what I see when I look at 25? What do I see? I'm going to ask you again. What do I see? Guys, compared to what you're going to see soon. Nope, I don't see that.
Different base.
Nope, it's not what I see. Nope.
Oh, it's the 2.
2. I see 2. I see the number 2. What is 8?
2 to the 3rd power. 2 cubed.
What's 4? What do you do with powers of powers? You have the same base right there, so what does that become? What do you do with 2 to the what? You add them together. So if 2 to the -2x equals 2 to the 2x, what has to be true? -2x has to equal, which means that x equals 0. All done. When you see 2, 8, and 4, what do you see? 2, 2, 2. In logarithm land, what's the nice thing you like to see? The same. In exponent land, what do you like to see? So if you can, what do you make? Same base, and your life gets so much easier.
Is there any way, how would you do that if you didn't see, like if it were a different problem?
Then it's a different problem entirely. Okay, ready to move on? Please solve for x on those. Yay! Well, what about 30? Who has an answer to 30? Raise your hand. Who has an answer to 30? Hanley, what do you got?
X equals to 0.
Who thinks x is equal to 0?
Yep.
Yep. Nice. What about 33? Who has an answer to 33? Victor. Log base 2 of what? Yep. All done.
You just left it like that?
Of course.
Wait.
Where else? What else are you supposed to put it in? Stop. You're done.
I got to 1 over log.
Stop. You're done. Stop. You're done. Can someone give me an answer to 36?
Log 2.
No one has an answer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Denise.
Log 2 of 1.
Log what?
Base
Yep.
of 1 over 1.5.
I hate decimals. Someone give me an answer without decimals. Don't like decimals. Yes.
3 over 2.
Log base 2 of 3 over 2.
Yes, negative.
It's
1
negative.
over 3 over 2.
So what's it going to be? 2 over. Who thinks it's that? Is that cool?
I don't think.
Okay, let's pause here. Let's try 36 here. So it's 2 to the negative x is equal to 3 over 2, correct?
Yeah.
So that's log base 2 of 3 over 2 is equal to
Negative x.
negative x, right? So x is equal to negative log base 2 of 3 over 2. So x is equal to log base 2 of 3 over 2 to the negative 1. So x is equal to log base 2 of, what's 3 over 2 to the negative 1? 2 over 3. And you can simplify this a little more. That's fine. That is totally fine there. But that's equal to log base 2 of 2 minus log base 2 of what? What is log base 2 of 2? 1 minus log base 2 of 3. That's the cleanest answer possible right there. I like this one. That's awesome. Woo! It's exciting. Now what about this one right here? Did anybody get anywhere on this one? Let's write it down here. What was it? It was 3/5 to the is equal to what?
7 to the 1 minus.
What do you do?
I have part of it, but I'm not sure how to get it completely out of.
What did you do first? The vote on the really the important thing is what do you do first?
I moved 1 minus x. Well, actually, I
Can't move it yet.
log form.
You turned it into log form? Okay, so what is the log form? Log base
3 over 5.
Yep. Of what?
7 to the
1 minus x is equal to what? Nice. Good job. That is fantastic. Good job.
Oh, wait.
She translated it into log form. That is excellent. Good job. Good. So what'd you do now? Now what can you do?
I moved 1 minus x to the first.
This is great. Good job.
Whoa.
That is excellent. Good job. Now it's just algebra. Good job. So what do you do now? Now it's just algebra.
We don't
Now it's just algebra. Now what?
divide by 1.
Nope. Now it's just algebra. Stop overthinking it.
What's the word?
Distribute. Log base 3/5. Let's actually just simplify this a little bit. Let's do this. Let's just say this right here. Let's call this r. It's just a number. R. I don't like r. Let's use g. So what do you have? 1 minus x times g is equal to x. So g minus what? Gx is equal to. So g is equal to x plus gx. Now what?
G is equal to x minus 1 plus G.
So what does x equal?
X equals to G over 1 plus.
And look, there's g, right? So what does x equal? Log base 3/5 of 7 over 1 plus log base 3/5 of 7. Good job. They're absolutely right. That's just an exponential form, so what can you translate it into? Log form. That is one way to do that. Are there other ways? Sure. But that's a great way to go about doing that with the tools that you have. Absolutely. That was fantastic. Would you like to learn a separate way to do that? Do you understand what we did on that one, everybody?
Oh, so you assume 3 over 5 is a number and then
3 over 5 is a number. We don't assume it is. It
so
is a
it's
number.
3 over 5 and
7 is a number. 3 over 5
and the
is a
power
number.
and-
It is a number.
Oh.
So,
But you can do an option.
I can translate anything into any language I want. There are many, many, many ways to do any math problem. This one, as I just said I was doing, there are other ways. So, you have this. You learned this yesterday. If log A equals log B, then what? The reverse is true also. If A equals B, then what? So, what should I add into both sides? Yeah, I don't really like writing 3 letters, so instead I'm going to write... Nope. Nope. ln. I really like just writing ln. ln 3/5, that equals this. You can take the log of both sides. Why did I do that?
No.
Now what can I do?
Add the
Set 3 over 5 to x equals 7.
combine.
Put the x in the front. Thank you. X ln 3 over 5 equals 1 minus x ln 7. Now it's just algebra. We put those logs in so that we could take the powers and put them out front. Now what should I do? Nope. Distribute. Same exact thing you just did before. Basic algebra, everybody. ln 7 minus what?
X,
Yep. Now what? What are we solving for? Stop saying division. Can't yet. Put all the x's on one side. You've literally done this several hundred times. You've literally, like, I'm not exaggerating here. You've literally done the same process several hundred times. ln 7 is just a number. ln 3/5 is, so what do you have? X ln 3/5 plus what? Equals. Now what do you do? Factor out what? From the left. So x ln 3/5 plus ln 7 is equal to ln 7. So what does x equal? All done. Is that just a different way of writing the same thing? Yes. If I was going to do this, I would have done it this way. That's how I would have done it. I like writing ln and getting rid of fractions immediately.
Why did you choose ln?
Because it's 2 letters instead of 3.
What if you do an OG?
Please don't do that. Yes.
Note that LG is the same as log base.
Yes, we're not introducing that notation in this class. L-O-G, L-O-G, L-O-G. Okay, good stuff. Now, the real question is the really hard one. Did you guys actually try this one up here? 2 to the, what is it? You tried and failed? It's okay, I tried and failed. 2 to the 2x plus what?
2x minus 12 equals 0.
Can someone tell me one thing that makes this hard? The 12 messes everything up, doesn't it, right? Why?
Why did you just say x?
Can someone raise their hand and give me a coherent sentence? Because what? Yeah, it's not really a nice power of 2, right? Everything is a power of something else, but it's not a nice power of 2, right? It's also 3 terms instead of just 2 terms. You can't just set them equal to each other. So you ready to see the only one way you can do this question? I'm going to take this, I'm going to rewrite it as 2 to the x squared. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything to this one. This one's just 2 to the, and this is minus. Have I done anything really except for turn 2 to the 2x into 2 to the x squared? No. Are you okay with that? What's your favorite letter, Hanley? Favorite letter? What? I'm going to do this. A equals 2 to the x. I'm going to rewrite it a little bit. As long as I substitute back, I can substitute anything I want. A squared plus a minus 12 is equal to 0. If you saw that, how do you solve that? No! How do you solve that? Factoring it. If you go by default to the quadratic formula, your life is going to be painful and inefficient and not optimal. So what should you always try to do first? Especially when it's nice and easily factorable. X plus what? Say it. Yep. A equals. So what does A equal? 3 or what?
-4.
But what does A equal?
2x.
2 to the.
X.
So 2 to the x is equal to 3 or what?
Or -4.
-4. So how do you solve those? Those are in exponent form. How do you solve those? So can someone tell me what this one turns into? Log base
Log base 2 to 3
of
3.
equals.
X.
If you say log base 2 to the 3, that is completely wrong. It's log base 2 of 3. You have to get that right. That is super important. Because then you can have, that's log base 2 to the 3 of something. Oh, totally different. Now what about this one over here? What's this turn into? Log base.
Log base 2 of -4
Where
equals a.
What's the problem with that?
that's
2 to a power equals -4. Is that possible? So what's the only answer? Log base 2 of 3. This is the only way that I know of how to solve that by hand. Nicely. That is the only way to do that by hand. You'll notice that I think 27, 28, 29, and 30 look all very similar. You have to do a similar thing. You have to rewrite it in factor. You have to rewrite it and just be careful, okay?
So I can just sub in a equals to something and
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to rewrite it nicely. I did this process. I turned that into that, and then when I substituted, it turned into a nice quadratic. You just have to turn it into a nice quadratic, and then what do you do with quadratics? You try to, and if you can't nicely factor them, then you, yes, absolutely. Let's take a look at this list and see if I can pull out any of the other fun ones for you. Class ends here. I'm speaking now, so shh. Thank you. Good. We still have a little bit of time here. Yeah, 27. Let me zoom out here. 28, 29, and 30. 27, 28, 29 are similar. That's right. How about you take a look at any of the ones through 60 and tell me one that looks just totally crazy. You have no idea how to do it.
from where to where.
Just don't forget your basic algebra. Don't forget your basic algebra. Okay? Yeah, 57 different bases. So what are you going to have to use? Change a base formula. But can someone tell me what's nice about all these different bases? Nope, not divisible. We don't really care if they're divisible by 2. We care if they are powers of 2. We care if they are powers of 2. Are they powers of 2? Yeah. So they are different bases, but your saving grace on this is that they're powers of 2. You can do it if they aren't, but it just makes it the answer longer. This one actually has a nice answer. What else looks disgusting? Anything here? 59? Let's actually do 59. I like 59. This will be the last one we do. No. Looks so wrong. Oh, man. But you guys totally can do this. What should I do first? We're going to play this game. Let's clean it up before we do anything. Cube root into? Yeah, so it's going to be 2 to the what power? 2 to the what power? Yeah, 1/3 raised to the 2 minus x is equal to 2 to the... What happens with powers of powers? So 2 to the... Okay, so if 2 to the 2 minus x over 3 is equal to 2 to the x squared, what has to be true?
2 minus x over 3 equals to x squared.
Are you home free now?
Yeah.
Bingo! Took you 3 steps and you are home free. What is that? That's just a quadratic. And you are done. Nice. We just did a bunch of them and I showed you how to do the different types. Do as many as you can. Yay!